Today we are going to be making one of these adorable bucket hats for one of your Labubus or any teddies that have the same shaped head and two ears sticking out of the top. I am amazingly super chuffed I got my hands on one of these. I wanted to make it cute accessories. So you are going to need some velvet or chenille yarn, a 4mm hook and a stitch marker. So we are going to start with a magic ring. Now if you don't know how to do a magic ring or you're still struggling, I will pop the link to my beginner crochet series in the description below. And once you have your magic ring, what you're going to do is you're going to do 8 double crochet UK turns or 8 single crochet US turns into that magic ring. So that's 8 double crochet UK turns or 8 single crochet US turns into the ring. Throughout the video, I will pop up a little pause button and that will tell you to pause the video and come back when you have completed that round of instructions. So I'm going to do that right now, pause the video and come back when you have your 8 stitches into the ring. So you have your 8 stitches and now you're going to want to place that stitch marker into that first stitch because this is where we're going to create our ear holes. So what we're going to do first is 2 double crochet. So we'll do this round together. So you want to put a double crochet into the first stitch, that's UK turns, single crochet US turns, and then another single crochet US turns or double crochet UK turns into the next. And now you're going to chain 8, and this chain 8 is going to be the first ear hole for your Labubu or your plushie, whatever you're popping this hat onto. Just bear in mind you will need to measure, if you're doing it for a different plushie, the space between the ears. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do a double crochet UK turns, single crochet US turns onto the round again, and then another stitch into the next stitch on the round like so, and then another stitch into the next one, and then finally one more stitch after this one into the next stitch on the round. And then we are going to make our second ear hole. So now we are going to do our second chain 8 space. So chain 8 here, and this will be our second ear hole. And once we've worked this round up, we'll do a couple of increase rounds so it fits our Labubu nicely. So once you get to the end of your chain 8, what you're going to do is put your last 2 double crochet UK turns or single crochet US turns into the round, and that will be the end of this round. Now you've already got 8 stitches on the round. You will have made 2 sets of 8 stitches. So you'll have 24 stitches in total, and that will be the total number of stitches that we will start with on the next round. Once you have got here, it's going to be worth just chucking this onto your plushie or Labubu just to see if it fits. So I have measured this every round anyway because of the purposes of this video, and I've made a couple of them, but I always just like to check that it fits nice and snugly. Remember, you don't want it to fall off, but you don't want it to be too tight. You want it to be able to get it on with ease. So just check that the fit is starting to feel how you would want it, and I'm pretty happy with that. And then what you're going to do is pop your stitch marker in and we'll do the next round. So for the next round, you are going to work in the stitches and the chains, and you're going to do 3 double crochet increase UK turns or 3 single crochet increase US turns all the way around, working in both the stitches and those chains as well. So 3 double crochet increase UK turns or 3 single crochet increase US turns all the way around in both the stitches and the chains as well. This will give you a grand total of 30 stitches at the end of this round. So what I'm going to tell you to do is pause the video here, get your 30 stitches, and then come back when you are done. Don't worry, the instructions will be up on the screen as well so that you always have them throughout the video. So that is our round completed. Now, if you really want to, you can try it on your Labubu again here, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to go for the next round. And our next round again is going to be another increase round, but this time we're going to do 4 double crochet increase UK terms or 4 single crochet increase US terms. That's 4 double crochet increase UK terms or 4 single crochet increase US terms. This is going to be another increase round just so that we are getting the right shape and size for our Labubu. Now these hats will be transferable between Labubus, so the exciting macaron and the big into energy ones. So I'm going to tell you again to pause the video right here, complete this round and come back to me when you are ready to do the next steps. So at this point, I will try on our little starting hat on our Labubu just to check that I don't want to add any more rounds of increases or anything like that. Now, if you've got a teddy with a bigger head, the premise still applies. You can add more increase rounds to make the actual head shape of the hat bigger. Or if you've got a smaller teddy, you can omit some of the rounds so that the hat is a little bit smaller. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to crochet around for 2 rounds because I'm happy with the size. I just want to make sure that we are crocheting around now to add a bit of length to our hat. So it's going to be 1 double crochet UK terms or 1 single crochet US terms into every stitch around. So that's 1 double crochet UK terms or 1 single crochet US terms into every stitch around, and you're going to do that for 2 rounds. So we are at that point again where you're going to pause that video, get your 2 rounds finished up, and then come back to me when you are finished. So at this point, you are going to want to see if you are happy with the length of your hat or if you want to go any longer. Now, I'm happy with this because what I don't want to happen is that we get a really full brim that covers our Labubu's eyes. But if you want to go a bit longer, you can add a round or 2 more of those double crochet UK terms or single crochet US term stitches. I am going to leave our Labubu's hat like this, and now we are going to start on the brim. So for the brim of our hat, we are going to work in the front loop only of our stitches. So we're just going to work in this loop of our stitches from the round before. And what we're going to do is put 2 treble crochet UK terms or 2 double crochet US terms into every front loop going around until we get to the end. So that's 2 treble crochet UK terms or 2 double crochet US terms into every front loop only of our hat all the way around until you get to your stitch marker. I am going to let you pause the video right here. Put your 2 treble crochet UK terms or 2 double crochet US terms into each front loop only of your hat, and then come back to me when you have completed the round. And our little bucket hat is almost completed. Now again, if you want a fuller brim, you can add another round of 2 treble UK terms or 2 double crochet US terms into the hat, but I'm happy with the brim as it is. It doesn't cover his eyes too much. It flares out really nicely and it's just adorable. So what we are going to need to do now is, once you have seen if you're happy with your Labubu, is fasten off. So all I do to fasten off is join with a slip stitch to the very first stitch that we did, and then cut the yarn and weave in your ends. And you have your final Labubu hat, all nice and ready, perfect for the summertime with this gorgeous little bucket hat. You can make these in as many colours as you want. Remember, if you're adapting this pattern for other yarns, then you will need to add increase rounds and possibly another brim round. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and new videos go up every Wednesday and Sunday. I will see you in the next one.